Hi everybody, welcome to Sophquest. I'm Spence. So you may have noticed I've taken a bit more breaks in between the last few weeks for the holiday season. I needed to do that for my own health and well-being. And I hope you've been taking a little bit of time, a little extra time for yourselves as well. But I want to let you know I'll be back to doing your weekly readings very soon after the holiday season. So thank you so much for coming by. I hope you enjoy these readings. And I want to wish you a very, very Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to all of you that celebrate anything else. Hi Scorpio! Alright, today we're going to use the Enchanted Map Oracle by Colette Baron Reid with the artwork of Jenna Della Cretalia and the Light Seers Tarot by Chris Ann. I hope you enjoy these decks today. Alright, now this will take us out through the holidays, and then I'll be back to doing your weekly readings again after the holidays are over. So I'll be bringing you back something for the first week in January for sure. Before that, I will be probably coming on and doing a special oracle reading for all of you for the holidays. A blessing, if you will. Yeah. All right. So this will span from, yes, around the 18th through the 31st, basically. All right. The remainder of the year. We are having a full moon on the 18th or 19th, depending on where you are in the world. It's a full moon in Gemini, right? Gemini being the opposite axis of Sagittarius. And yes, for the next few days, there you go. We're still in the Sagittarian energy. And then on the 21st, we'll go through the winter solstice here in the Northern Hemisphere. And that's on the 21st of December. But while we're still in Sagittarius, that Gemini full moon is a very enlightening full moon. Gemini is the mind. It is the practical mind, how we learn, how we see the world, how we take in information, integrate it, and then communicate it out to the world in the many ways that we do, right? All right, so we're learning a lot about learning itself. We're learning how to learn because it's the time of having to integrate new ideas, right? All year 2021, those 3 squares, the Saturn-Uranus squares, will finalize on December 24th, on Christmas Eve, that final Saturn-Uranus square. Saturn the old, Uranus the new, Saturn the traditional, Uranus the inventive, and the amalgam of both, and how we've had to adjust to a changing world, right? Also, during that full moon energy, we are also going to be beginning a Venus retrograde. Venus, the planet of everything we value and love, who, what, where, when, and why, the things and the people that we love and adore, and things that give us pleasure and value in our lives. We'll be going through a great review at the end of the year, and it is from December 19th through the January 29th, and then really through February in post-shadow, as Venus speeds up and moves forward. I think we're going to see a lot more layers of what we're understanding now with the Gemini full moon. The Gemini full moon is kind of like, it's kind of like finding a new book that just blows your mind. And then by the time we get to Venus moving forward again out of its retrograde, it'll be the final chapter in the book. And we'll be like, wow, I didn't expect that. So it surprises maybe afoot. Anything can happen with Uranus energy as well, right? All right, so I am shuffling right now from the Light Seers. And then I'm going to read for you this card, the Sacred Pool. Beautiful card. And I will read the message for you. I think it's important right now to read the messages. First card out is the Fool, and now I'm going to cut the deck. That's beautiful energy. Jumping in to something new, excited about it, having some faith that it can stand the test of time. King of Pentacles. 7 of Wands, maybe a little resistance. Somebody disagreeing, perhaps. Let's see. We'll see. Just thinking out loud. We'll put it together here as I go. I'm going to show you all the cards on the table. We're going to read horizontally, vertically, and big picture today. I'm going to read from the Oracle to give an overarching sort of macro look at what the message is, and then under the deck, those 3 cards to give me an indication of what's internal and subconscious that's sort of coming to surface to sort of be worked on through the 9-card spread. That's my process, okay? So while I lay these out, If you would just settle in with me, please, okay, Scorpio, and take 3 deep cleansing breaths just to oxygenate your brain. It brings down the cortisol, lowers your stress, relaxes your body and your mind. Oh, I love the way this is going. Yes. Oh, Scorpio, this is a transformative moment for you. You have been healing from heartbreak and trying to see the truth of the situation as to what's going to stay in your life. What is it that has legs? What can stand the test of time? On the bottom of the deck, Temperance, 3 of Cups, Knight of Cups. The people in your life. This could be people you work with. This could be how you get along with friends or family members. This could also be trying to consider whether or not you want to take a relationship to the next level. Perhaps if you have a friend that you're interested in, and whether or not you could see a committed future together that will last. So yeah, there's a lot here. All right, let's read the Sacred Pool, 47. Today for you, Scorpio, 47. Sacred Pool. The world is a reflection of your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. Embody the love that you wish to see in the world. When you look into the mirror, do you like what you see? This card asks that you focus on self-love and self-esteem. Reflect by the Sacred Pool and be at peace with yourself. A detached self-examination made with rigorous honesty is called for now. Can you see how far you've come and how magical your life really is? Do you notice the spark of the divine shining through your eyes? Your own naked soul, right? The true you. When you're conscious that you're the embodiment of spirit, it becomes easier to act in good conscience. Then you'll reap the greatest rewards. Your unique service to the world is not only needed, but celebrated. See the love within you, and know that if you cast it upon the waters, it will return to you tenfold. Be at peace, for you are a beautiful child of the universe, and you are loved. Act with the surety and confidence of knowing that, and success shall be yours, whatever your inquiry. Wow. When you look in the mirror, self-esteem and in your relationships, how your energy is kind of shining out into the world and what you see reflected back to you. And, doesn't that beg the question that's kind of really, really, really hard to ask of ourselves, right? The unencumbered, raw truth. What am I putting out in the world? And what am I seeing reflected back to me? So you're going internally. I can see that you're striving for peace and healing here. It's what you want. You want things back into balance. You want things to bring healing into your life with the people that you care about. Your friends, the people you celebrate life with, the people that you love, Knight of Cups. Okay? You're trying to perhaps come together with people in a way that feels more loving, where you feel more loving toward them and they feel more loving toward you. And maybe this has been hard to do with people lately for whatever reason. Everybody's going through very difficult times. I think this is when we should have the most empathy for each other and the most patience and tolerance of each other, because we're all struggling through these changes that the world is going through, right? So sitting by the sacred pool, looking into the water and seeing your true reflection, and not the reflection of, your body, your face, whatever, but your soul, looking into your own eyes, seeing the truth of your naked soul, because you have a purpose here, really, in the end, right? That's the big lesson. But in order to embody this temperance, this, by the way, is the card of Sagittarius, the season that we are in right now, until the 21st. So this is very apropos for this week and going into the Capricorn season. Balance. You can see he's holding the sun and the moon, and you can see that there's a flow between them, almost like an infinity flow. The Temperance card in most decks also has an angel, and the angel is helping. So it's like you're not doing this alone. Okay? The universe, the sun, the moon, the movement of the planets and the stars and divine order and divine timing, they are all assisting you and helping you walk your path. And that sounds all fine and good, right? But when it gets down to the nitty-gritty and things are hard and we have all these conflicting feelings, it's just really hard to navigate and manage. And sometimes we do need to stop, like Venus, stopping in the sky and going back for review and looking into the pool and the reflection of what we value, starting with what we value about ourselves. Let's go across the top. You're looking into that pool with the Fool and you're saying, I want a new chance. I want a new start. I want to start fresh and clean. I want to begin free and clear of the baggage and the burdens I've been carrying. I want to make it simpler on myself. I want things to get easier. But what I do, I want to make it count. King of Pentacles is when you make things count. This archetype is the yang energy of Earth. It is solid and structured, and you can count on it every day of the week, right? It's a big building. Okay, it's a big building made of brick. It's solid foundation. It's doing well financially. It's a good job. It's having money in the bank. It's being safe and sound, having structure and security. And I think you're wanting to begin something so that you can get to this again, so that you can feel like the best of yourself, strong and secure within. Like, here's your inner child, and here's the adult. Here's the pool you look into. Well, I'm still the kid. I'm still excited that life has a lot of options and things available to me. But I'm also the adult, and I want to be responsible, and I want things that are going to last in my life. I want my legacy to matter, mean something. And I am willing to take a stand for that and defend it with the Seven of Wands. To stand up for the life I've lived and the life I want to live still. I still have new things that I can do and still be responsible and safe and sound. That's my right. This is my free will, no matter who comes against me. I can stay in my own bubble of truth and protection and stay safe and sound. Now also, I want to say, if that represents a person, someone may be in disagreement of that person and they're taking a stand. These are two different people. You know, perhaps they are in disagreement. So if you're in disagreement with someone, that's okay. That's okay. Maybe you guys need to start fresh. So you're looking at the artwork and seeing what you see, and so trust your intuition as to the messages that are coming through for you as well, okay, Scorpio? Because I'm looking at the Nine of Cups. This is a wish, a hope for fulfillment, right? To feel great about life and about yourself. To love yourself, to love life, to love love. To trust and have faith that love abounds. Because maybe you lost faith in love. Maybe you got hurt and it tore you up. And maybe you're having trouble believing that you could ever feel like this again. But the Hierophant is here, and this is asking you a very serious question, Scorpio. The Hierophant asks you, what do you believe in? What do you truly, truly believe is the truth when you look into the mirror? What is the truth of your soul? What is the truth? What do you know you're capable of? What do you know deep down inside? If you weren't to deny it, if you weren't to be in denial over anything, what do you know that you truly feel that you truly want, that you truly need to be happy. And what is going to heal this? Because whatever that is, this message is about going there, asking yourself to take a moment to stand in your faith and to believe that when you look up and out into the universe, that you were fashioned into flesh for a reason, that you have some reason for being here, and you've done well in life, just living a life that is very real, that you've made very real, and yet still believing there are new experiences to be had. This is very internal in your thoughts and your feelings. What do you believe? Because on the bottom, it's so beautiful. Scorpio, I'm just wanting to encourage you. You have so many major arcana. Most signs are getting a lot of major arcana, because what that means is just things in the divine timing, in the divine order of the universe, are sort of on the macro level, rearranging things on the planet. And we're having to adjust, right? Now you have the star. This is your faith and your hope and your trust in the goodness of life, of love itself, right? Believing in that. Because that's how we get back to being happy. That's how we can bring out the best of ourselves. That's how we can be true to ourselves. This is following your north node, your guiding star. This is following you, being your authentic, true self in the world. And with the Queen of Swords, having boundaries about it, standing in the light of truth, being able to speak the truth. To me, in this reading, I'm seeing this as sort of the Gemini full moon, because this archetype, yin, internal, so moon energy, is about knowing the truth, both from the IQ, intellect, and the EQ, the emotional truth. This is knowing oneself through intellect and intuition, and being able to live in the truth and speak the truth. And this sun is about living it out loud and being who you are in the best sense of the word, because you have faith in yourself, because you were fashioned to be exactly who you are. And let's go down the vertical, and maybe we'll be able to get this on a deeper level. Again, you're wanting to take a step into a new direction where you get to feel alive again, revitalized, something new, right? This flower of life here is the creation of life. You're jumping into the pool of creation, the potential, pure potential. Do you still believe in the potential to be completely happy and fulfilled in your life within? That you could love yourself this much, have faith in yourself, and trust yourself this much, that you could feel free to be me. That's the Nine of Cups. Free to be me. I have faith in myself, the star. I have faith that I've been guided to take the steps I've taken in my life, to learn the lessons I've needed to learn, to love and be loved, and yes, to take my hard knocks, to be knocked down in my hero's journey, only to enable myself to get back up again. Because, think of any action movie, right? The hero, well, there's always some part of the script where he has to go through hell just to get to the end of the movie where he's the hero, right? First he has to take the fall, where he doubts himself and he questions himself or herself and loses him or herself, and then has to find the courage within to stand back up, to jump over the hurdle and get to the end of the movie, right? Now, life isn't always like that, but this is archetypally what we're talking about in the human experience. We all go through these moments in our lives. This is deep. Fool, star, sun, and temperance. This is about healing your faith in yourself and your own identity. The Fool is the first of the major arcana. This is when we take a leap of faith to go forward on the journey. This is the first scene in the movie. This is when the Fool knows very, very little of the, the journey he's about to go on, the quest, right? Doesn't know much. Jumps right in and goes for it, right? And, this is very personal for you. It's very internal, and it's about who you are inside, who you are on the outside, and whether the amalgam of that is genuine. King of Pentacles, right? You want to be responsible, take care of things, make sure you've got your life in order. But you have gone through something very painful. Maybe a separation, maybe you lost a relationship or someone you love. But there's always tomorrow. Life goes on. You can be happy again. Do you say these things to yourself? And do you believe them about yourself, Scorpio? Do you believe them about yourself? What do you say to yourself about yourself? Seven of Wands, there's something you're in defense of or defensive about, or someone is. And it's pretty much begging you here to have faith with the Hierophant. What do you believe in? What are you willing to stand up for about you? About what you know to be true about you. If you've been going through life, Scorpio, seemingly just fine. Steady as she goes. Steady Freddy. Get up, go to work every day, put money in the bank, food on the table, life's fine, right? This may be how it looks to others in your outer world, right? This is that to them, you may seem just safe, sound, peaceful, taking care of business. But in the center of your reading today, there is something that was truly heartbreaking for you. And it's not to be forgotten. It's to be learned from. It's to help you learn what you believe about yourself. That you can show authentically. Because you trust yourself and faith in yourself. You don't need to impress anyone. You don't need to change anyone's mind. You don't need to necessarily explain, what you want to do in life. But do you show that? Have you been able to really show it? Remember, the sun comes under this. You're supposed to come into the awareness of what this was about for you. To teach you the preciousness of love. When we love someone, we give them real estate in our heart, don't we? They live there forever. And when we entrust someone with our love, we expect that we have real estate in their heart. And sometimes when relationships don't work out or someone hurts someone else, it's like we can't even see the sun. Everything is dark and dull and dingy, and it doesn't seem like we'll ever be okay again. Free and easy again, but we can be. We just have to choose it and go in that direction. We have to believe in the best of life. And it begins by looking at yourself and saying to yourself, well, who do I want to be? Someone who got hurt and is now going to be jaded and downtrodden and miserable? Or am I going to pull myself up by the bootstraps? I don't mean to minimize your pain or your anxiety or your loss or your grief. We've all gone through so much, especially in the last couple of years. But Scorpio, I think I'm supposed to tell you today to remember this still exists. Hope, faith, joy, success, happiness, and personal fulfillment. It's our responsibility to do that for ourselves, to take that leap, to believe that we can feel that way again, because we value it. Okay, I got hurt, but I still believe in love. Okay, I'm going to protect myself a little more from now on. My skin's a little thicker, but I still have faith in humanity, in my ability to have love, and in my discernment to know what love is and what it isn't. And maybe that was a really hard lesson. But you are finally bringing yourself into a balanced state of allowing for the light and shadow of life and of the people in your life to still remind you how precious love can be, how beautiful, how fun, how exciting. There is light and there is shadow in all relationships, in all friendships, in all romances, in all marriages, in all families. And we've all had to see that very clearly in the last couple of years because we've all been asked to go through some radical changes that were very uncomfortable for all of us. And Scorpio, you're so deep. You're deep, deep water. And I think that this was deeply painful for you. And maybe you haven't been able to show it. Maybe you've been so stoic, the rock steady member of your family, maybe you haven't been able to bring light to the truth of what you've been through. So look in that sacred pool and remember, if you can't tell yourself the truth about what really broke your heart, or disappointed you, or made you go through grief, then you can't share it with others. And if you can't share it in balance with others, the people in your life that you love, your friends, your honey, if you can't do that, then you've become disconnected. And it's probably ripping your heart apart. So Scorpio, for you right now, I think the most important thing is to first connect to the universe, plug in, connect to yourself, and then finally you'll be able to open up. Be free and easy just to jump back into life and connect with others again. All right? I want to wish you a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to all of you, no matter what you celebrate. And I also want to wish you kindness, reverence, and gratitude. Thank you so much for stopping by the channel today. I hope that you do like and subscribe. Don't forget to click the bell so you can get notifications. Thank you so much, and take care. Be at peace.